Greetings and salutations, Mega Wizard 79 here with another episode of Touhou Scarlet Curiosity. So, in our last episode, we fought against, Mokoyo in the, human village. I basically looked her up and, well, apparently she, what do you call it? She's actually not a Shrine Priestess. She's not a priestess at all, actually. Basically, she just has natural resistance to and the ability to manipulate fire. That's just what she can do. Oh, she's also 100% immortal. Because she drank an elixir of immortality 1,300 years ago. So, yeah. Once again, you know, it's just a common trend for this thing that basically people are not how they appear to be. But yeah, so she, what do you call it? Like, basically, it's, apparently her bit is that, she literally won't die. She can still feel pain, which is basically, you know, her only Achilles heel, because basically, she will, basically, if you get in a spat with her, she'll start fighting you until until the pain is literally unbearable. So, yeah. Which will take a while, considering, as you just saw, she's quite formidable. She's actually considered one of the most powerful beings in Gensokyo, as a result. People are scared, so... People are scared, so it makes sense they'd suspect anyone, but I didn't think they'd actually suspect me! I mean, it's not so bad to be feared by all and mistaken for a monster, but I'm a victim here too. They leveled my house! I need to talk to the Tengu who's been writing these articles. But waterfalls and vampires aren't exactly a great combination. I hear the newspaper has a branch near the base of the waterfall now, though, so maybe I'll just visit that one. Yeah, because they're Tengu, so Tengu reside high up in the Yokai Mountain. I do find it funny, though, that, you know, it's waterfalls specifically that it seems that, affect her, not so much, There we go. But yeah, I don't really think I'll have much to talk about, considering that I've already... Physics! Oh, I wish I could turn the camera around. Yeah, well, I guess here's something I can talk about. Fun little fact, basically, from what I understand, apparently, you know, in the, what do you call it? Apparently, you know, like, you know, games that are, Well, what have we here? Closed for the day, please come again tomorrow. Temporary closure notice. Business hours, 8 a.m. to 7, okay, so they use military time. If this office is closed, please visit the Upper Falls branch. Oh. Sorry, Remu, you're shit out of luck. Closed for the day. Please come again tomorrow. Business hours, 8 to 1700 hours. Wait, so if this place is closed, I have to go to the Upper Falls branch, even if it's totally within normal business hours? I love that expression. I also find it funny that she just, it's like just going like, wait a minute, like, this isn't convenient for me. Talk about getting the runaround. Should I give her one of my little wake-up calls? No, that might not be a great idea this time. It would just cause more problems. But what other choice do I have? I guess I'll have to come again some other time. But as for now, there's something I want to check on the back. But as for now, there's something I want to check on back at Scarlet Devil Mansion. Doo-dee-doo. Oh, but what I was going to say was that pretty much, basically, it's a common thing in basically in Eastern games that basically you have no control over your camera. While over here, it's pretty much almost sacrilegious. I have returned. Remy, welcome back. Did you find the monster, or Sakuya? I'm no closer to finding the monster, I'm afraid. But if things go as I suspect, I'll find Sakuya soon. That aside, what do you think of this key? It looks rather familiar, wouldn't you say? That's the key to the library. But why do you have it, Remy? Well, I mean, wait, so you guys are telling me you only have one key? Just one key to this, like, whatever happened to, like, a skeleton key? Considering that it's a mansion. Usually mansions have skeleton keys, which will open any door in the house. A fairy I happened to run into dropped it, Pachi, but... a fairy I happened to run into dropped it. Pachi, be honest with me. Do you remember when or where you lost this key? I don't. Maybe I lost it in all the commotion when the mansion was attacked. I see. Well, to me, it feels like this key holds the, key to discovering where Sayaka disappeared to. So, what does this key unlock, exactly? Well, perhaps it's better if I show you. Wow, I had no idea we had a secret passage here. Stairs and everything, too. Oh my goodness. See what I mean? Like, she may be the mistress of this manor, but she is so childish. The fact that she doesn't even know the full layout of her own home. This underground pathway leads to a special archive beneath the library. The books are all protected by my magic, so they won't get damaged unless something really crazy happens. So please, at least try to keep the collateral damage to a minimum, okay? Huh? Fine, I'll keep that in mind. Why do I have to fight in the library? Imagine that. My own property, and this is the first time I've even seen this place. Hey, what are all these fairies doing here? Did the monster demolish this place too? No, it doesn't look like it. Whatever. But considering what Wriggle said, and the fact that Fairy had the key, it can't be just a coincidence. I'm sure Sayaka is locked up somewhere in here. Which is, I do find it interesting that, the fact that Sakuya. I can't believe I said Sayaka again. But yeah, I find it, it's odd to imagine the fact that she got, trapped, considering, well, she has the ability to alter time and space. Space basically is not just limited to space isn't just limited to, basically space, the, space out in, basically, out there where planets and stars are. Space is just, well, everything around you. So, if you have the ability to alter time and space, relatively speaking, it should be impossible to contain you. Because of the fact that you can just alter, completely alter the properties of the place you're being held to your specifications. So, if she didn't want a door here, or she didn't want a wall here, or she didn't want this here, she could technically do that. That's well within the properties of altering space. So it just... So it, Man, I am horrible at dodging. Bro dodger. Dodging for days. Let's see. Let's do that. We'll change that with... Ooh, actually, let's try the Scarlet Bomb. That should be fun. I have to say, though, this place is very pretty. And the music is actually very nice. I mean, it's mostly just piano. Piano with the occasional, like, violin, string. So, mostly string instruments altogether. Ooh. Wow. Oh, you blasted fairy. You're so tiny. That hits for damage. I just figured I'd check to see if there are any chests or anything. I assume that this also helps my XP too, so leveling up is not a bad thing. I still have no idea what these gems do. Like that counter right there that's at 15 grand already. No idea. I mean, it's not even my... I mean, I know it's definitely not my XP meter because that's a completely different... like that meter's actually hidden. Ooh. Man, that's... Oh, yeah. That is fun. Doo-dee-doo. Ooh, mysterious painting? Right. Why would she walk around with a painting? Alright. It's part of the aura. That's not good as that. Let's see, got good health charm. Charm that boosts increasing max HP, okay. Mysterious painting. A strange painting that was once popular in the outer world but has since drifted to Gensokyo. It may sell for a high price. Okay. Weird. I think I'll leave things. I don't know. I mean, this takes a. It's weird. It says it takes away 100 skill. I'm guessing more health is probably just better. Yeah, I'll go with more health. Alright, let's see. Anything? Nope, that's all garbage. Alright. Anyway, let's move on, shall we? Probably should have put that on before I broke all those pots. Oh well. Silly fairy. It never gets old. That's a... Man, these fairies are like made out of paper. Dare you? That's no way to treat a lady. Alright, I've already been in here. Alright. I think that pretty much... I think I found everything that's worth getting anyway. Okie doke. Nothing here. Except a pot. There we go. Hello. More pots. Wow. Man. The damage on this is, it's also very generous. I mean, like, the fact that it doesn't even have to be that close. And it just says, screw you. I won't destroy every pot just because I might need the health. There we go. Ooh, what could be in that one? Oh wow, that thing tracks. okay, so this is the way I leave. Interesting. I won't go this way just yet. Might as well check out what's left, right? There we go. Sneak attack me. I know all your tricks. That is cool. The fact that I can actually just mid-jump use that ability. White porcelain pot? Like I said, no point in breaking every pot. Let's see, where is it? There we go. White porcelain pot, crafted in the Baisong period. Dealers in antiques will confirm its value. Better to sell it before you break it. I can sell stuff in this game? I mean, we're already like... We're pretty much 5 episodes... We're 5 episodes in and already like 4 dungeons in, and... I don't really see how... I mean, like, it'd be weird if they... Ooh, 1,000 needles! Usually anything that says 1,000 needles should be a fun ability, right? Alright, I think we've had enough fun with the bomb. So, let's try 1,000 needles. Ooh. Oh, yes. How dare you sucker punch me? That's a cool ability, though. Huh. What is the implication of all this, I wonder? I assume maybe probably it's like we go down those 2 areas and then we deal with some kind of mini boss or something that then unlocks the real boss, or you know, your classic God, that is so oppressive. It looks like they get stunned too. That's hilarious. Usually you're the one who gets the stunning. You don't usually get that benefit. Alright. Seriously, sucker punchers. Alright, already dealt with this room. So let's just clear out the center. I'm just mostly, for the most part, I just want to just hit all these big circular rooms just because they tend to have the most enemies. Oh wow. That does so much damage. I love it. Such a cool power. Alright. Well, since we found the green one first, let's go let's go clear that one out, and then we'll go over to the blue side. Wow, this is a very large network. You know, as I said, it's, you know, all thanks to Sayuka and her ability to alter time and space. It's just such a broken power. And yet, you know, and yet they just give it to the most arbitrary of people, like, you know, a maid or a... just usually a servant. A servant always gets, like, the really cool powers. Ooh, Kasurigama. Let's see. Is that any good? Not really. Too bad. Let's get some health back. Oh, there's two of you here, huh? Frogs. Okay, the fairies I can understand, but frogs? Really? Oh, Remilia. You got a pest control issue. We're so far underground, I wonder how they even got in here. Ooh. Okay, that's gotta be cool. Are you kidding me? It's... well, it gives me more than health, so yeah, it's probably a... It is a more higher quality item. So we'll go with that. Those stupid dopes, they ran right into my... Leveled up, yay! Which means I don't need health. I do like that, that you basically just get a free, health regen the instant you level up. That, for those of you who do remember, that wasn't, very... oh, what's the word? Like, most older RPG games were not that generous back in the day. Like, even if you leveled up, you had to go to a town, you had to rescue, you had to spend some resource to get your health back. You had to use an item, or you had to use a spell, you had to use your MP, you had to use something. It wasn't just a free, like, oh, you leveled up, here, have all your health back. Nope. I assume the glowing ones are probably high tier enemies. They definitely have more health, that's for sure. And... ooh, ow, that's just an ordinary tier item. really did a number on me, but nothing I couldn't heal back from. It is funny though that basically, you know, if you look at it in universe, her fainting, is probably one of the more realistic things you could probably imagine. You know, if she ever lost a battle, just because of the fact that, you know, as aforementioned, um, she, you know, she, what do you call it? She basically has high-speed instant regeneration. So, yeah. So her just passing out and then just basically then getting back in the fray after a few seconds, completely believable. While, you know, like, I just like the notion of basically when, all aspects of the game, you know, from its fighting to its, like even its health, you know, its health mechanics and all that stuff. You know, even your regeneration mechanics. Like I do like it when they all are tied together with how things function in the actual world of this place. You know, like, you know, Pokemon, for example. You know, basically when your Pokemon faints, you know, um, it's not the end of the world. You just basically take them back to the Pokemon Center and you just rest them up. You know, just like how any trainer would. Granted, of course, probably not to the same degree, but then again, their technology is like super advanced, and you know, the show is only just starting to highlight that. So yeah, it's not unreasonable. I like the fact that they're literally dropping health for me. There we go. I don't really like this one. It doesn't really look like there's really much of anything down here. I wonder what was the point. Ah, what have we here? Oh, another spiritual new. Okay. Yeah, well, it looks like there was no point to this side. I guess it was just purely for loot. Interesting. But now we know, and that's all that matters. I guess we'll just head back up to the previous section and head to the blue door. Nope, enemies do not respawn. That one was there just because I didn't go down this path. Yeah, nice swing there. Alright, might as well top myself off. There we go. Leveled up, yay! Alright, round the corner. is just so fun that you can just jump in on them and then boom. Hey, you guys love needles, right? Okay, here. Have needles. Have all the needles in the world. Yeah, that tends to work better when, you know, it actually connects with me. You know, and you're closer. I mean, yeah, you definitely have the range advantage. There we go. Man, even at... Well, then again, I'm level 20 now, so I'm 5 levels ahead of them. But, man... Nothing. You. I refuse to believe that not one of these pots had a single... Well, that was a tease. Oh well. Hello. Loot room. Ugh, give me something better than that. Eh. Alright, there we go. You're all spared. Huh. Yeah, you think at some point these fairies would just get the memo and just realize just how outclassed they are. Man, I love doing that. Thank you. Oh, you... She managed to get a swing off. A lot of nameless claws here. Oh, wow. I hit her even though she... Gimme. Another demon bracelet, huh? Okay. Oh, let's head down the main path. wonder how many other characters from this series we're gonna end up meeting. Really hoping we end up meeting Komachi just for the fun of it. Yeah, Komachi's the Shinigami who basically runs the Zanzu River. Huh. Well then. Huh! There she is. Sakuya! Oh, oh, my lady. I knew I'd find you here. When I heard you'd been talking with Patchouli, I figured you came here in search of more information. Yes, you have the right of it. I thought it would be useful to check historical records to discover what kind of monster this is. But then the monster attacked the mansion and you ended up stuck down here, huh? I'm sorry, my lady. I wasn't able to help you even in an hour of great need. I did, however, spend long enough down here to find the information I came looking for. Here you are. Wait, those are all newspapers published by a Tengu. I thought you came down here looking for historical records. I did, but after much examination, I felt that this problem can't be solved with old records alone. Besides, journalistic standards aside, those newspapers do have some trustworthy articles worth reading. Because probably those ones weren't written by Aya. And I hate to ask you this with things the way they are, my lady, but there's still something I'd like to investigate. So would you allow me to be away from the mansion a little longer? Please? Fine, fine. Don't worry about the house. I can take care of it by myself for now. And I've got something I want to check out on my end, too. Then, if you'll excuse me, my lady. Alright, time to get moving. Okay, so it looks like that was just purely story from the way it looks. Oh, might as well, I see. To think Sakura was down there all this time. At least she's not injured or anything, right? Yeah, she was completely fine. Our mansion was demolished, and yet you're still concerned. And yet you're still concerned a suspect in all of this. Oh, wait, sorry. Our mansion was demolished, and yet you're still considered a suspect in all of this. It just doesn't make any sense. How do you mean? The author of those newspaper articles may be a Tengu, but it doesn't seem to be bogus reporting. It feels pretty legitimate. That's a shocker. So if that's true, then why does everything bad seem to be happening to us? It seems a little too convenient, if you ask me. So you think someone is trying to set us up? Maybe. I can't be totally sure yet, though. Then I suppose all there is to be done at present is to track down the truth. You're planning to go out around noon, right? Yeah, not exactly my first choice, but there are some people I can only get a hold of during the daylight hours. I've heard there are a lot of stores in the outer world that are open 24 hours a day. Really? Well, it'd sure be nice if the Tengu took a few cues from them. Sakuya isn't here to assist you. Do you want to take an umbrella along? I don't think even the sturdiest parasol would hold up too long if I tried to hold it while fighting monsters. Perhaps a different solution is in order. Can you do something with your magic? That's a bit much to ask of me all of a sudden. It's no easy task to just blot out the light of the sun, you know. Oh! Oh! You could conjure up a thick mist to hide the sun like before, but probably not on such short notice, huh? And thanks to those articles, we're all suspects here already, so if you call up any mist now, you can guess what'll happen. The maiden from Hakuri Shrine will come flying over here and level what's left of this place. Yeah, let's not use that idea. Then how about visiting Corindo? They sell all sorts of rare curios from the outer world. Maybe they have something to blot out sunlight without an umbrella. Yeah, it's called sunscreen. That shop, huh? I don't have any better ideas, so I might as well take a look. So yeah, the Hakuri Shrine is basically, Remyu's, basically place of, business as well as her, home. It basically, like, I know you can't see me pointing, but it's the, building over there with the green, green roof. Corindo is an interesting place. I managed to learn a little bit of it from from another, Touhou game. I'm gonna do a little more research on it before I say anything else, though, just to be sure. But I know it's run by a guy who, let's say he's not altogether human himself either. But all that being said, though, please rate, comment, subscribe if you so desire, and tune in until next time. And tune in for the next episode. Until that time, though, this is Mega Wizard 79 signing off.